Many race fans are used to aggressive driving on a circular track where the winning driver takes home the checkered flag. But stunt driving and drifting are becoming more popular with the younger generation than the traditional speed races. That's why this weekend Formula Drift will host their head-to-head battle series for the first time at Lake Erie Speedway. This judged competition of stylized driving has been on the rise in the US for almost 20 years, but has entertained audiences in Japan since the 1970s.
In 2003, we had the opportunity to bring what was a upstart Japanese drifting series to the US for an exhibition match. And the results were overwhelming. The fans came out in droves, and there were tons of drivers that wanted to compete in this type of discipline. And so as a result of that, Ryan and I came together and said, look, let's start our own series. And by the spring of 2004, we launched Formula Drift. We are now one of the fastest growing motorsports in the US.
I think the primary reason people have gravitated towards the sport is because in a NASCAR race or long form racing, you don't get that payoff until the end. You have to endure 3-4 hours of racing. In drifting, you have a heavyweight title bout that's happening every 30 seconds.
I grew up, all I cared about in life was skateboarding. Skating every single day, that is all I cared about. And I was actually skating in a skate spot parking lot, and a friend who was skating with me was like, hey, my buddy's gonna come by and drift in this parking lot. And I was like, whatever that means, dude. And I saw that car roll up, and he started doing donuts and figure eights and drifting around the parking curbs, and something clicked in my brain. And the day I got my driver's license, 16 years old, I was out drifting.
It's really an art form. Me personally, I hail from Norway. I grew up in the snow, and my grandma taught me how to rip the e-brake, and I just fell in love with that feeling of trying to control your car while going sideways. I've seen the sport grow, I've seen speeds go up. We're now competing in 1,000+ horsepower cars. We're going through a set of tires in 50 seconds. I mean, it's a pretty crazy spectacle.
Being in this area is a brand new experience for us. There is nothing that's off limits to anybody that's a ticket holder. That means open paddock access, that means direct access to drivers, and that's not really something that you see in traditional motorsports.
The fans are what the sport is built on. That personal connection is really what's built drifting into what it is today.
I think a lot of people are used to NASCAR, NHRA, or whatever, where the pits are closed and they just have to go right to the grandstands. But that's the beauty of this. We are still approachable people. If I'm walking through the pits and somebody wants to stop me and get an autograph and have a chit chat real quick while I'm on my way to the bathroom, I'm gonna do it.
So because of the focus for all access to fans, I've actually been given an opportunity, a rare opportunity, for what's called a Hotlap, which is an opportunity to actually ride in the car with the driver, Frederick. I don't know what I'm in for. I've never been in a stock car. It's a drift car, so it could be even worse. Just tell my wife and kids I love them. Hey, man. A lot of fans watching. There goes the engine. Actually get to do this for a living. Unbelievable. For YourErie.com, I'm Spencer Lee.